I told them to go ahead and hold off placing us until we were both ready, so.
Okay. All right, so we got 60 seconds or so as the game loads here. We'll put the bracket up real fast. I want your predictions for each one. Here we go, just like we did last night. PSV, OPG, call it.
I want to see PSV.
Okay. 2-1, 2-0.
2-1.
All
It's
right.
going to be a tough one. All of these are going to be really tough. They're hard to call.
Well, we're already on the opposite sides of that one. I'm going with OPG, 2-1. MIAC and Cuter.
Got to go MIAC. 2-1.
Okay. Making notes here.
What are you doing?
I'm actually going to go Cuter. We picked against Cuter yesterday, and
Yeah.
I think that was a mistake. I'm going to go with them today. QP and ZR.
ZR 2-0.
I'm with you on that one, actually. So we're in lockstep there. And then now the most important one, the match we're about to cast, SF and 07.
You know, that's so tough. I would normally say SF, but knowing that Anumati's on the other side, knows their tactics, knows their style, that's going to be tough. I'm still going to go with SF, but it's going to be a 2-1.
You have echoed my memory. I already have that written down for me. I like the Devastating Strike guys. I know how good they are. We've seen them, all of them at various points, clan battles and ranked play and whatnot. But the trick is this, right? I just feel like SF's experience is going to win out here. SF is like 3 or 4 time victors of Warship Supremacy League Gold Division. We know they have plenty of clan battles experience under their belts. I just feel like experience is going to win out here. I feel like 07 is certainly good enough to pick up a game, but we're going to see what happens.
Absolutely.
All right. The ramming commences.
And I promised to ram you properly this time. No funny business.
Excellent. Thank you. All right, so talking team comp, 07 has gone triple Destroyer, triple Grozavoy. That's the first time we've seen that this tournament. Double Montana, Des Moines, Hindenburg. Not too shocking there. And Anumati bringing a midway. In fact, both carriers midways. I'm not sure we've seen this before.
We have yet to see that. We've seen a lot of Hakuryu midway lineups and a bunch of Hakuryu lineups. Now, the SF side, double Montana and triple Hindenburg, Moskva, Gary, and Grozavoy. So you can see there's a lot of carryover, at least in my opinion, from clan battles here.
Yeah, maximum Hindenburg.
Yep, exactly. With that Moskva for vision.
07 here taking their triple destroyer, and I won't say they're aggressively pushing each cap, but they have stationed one to the north of each cap here. It looks as if the Potato 69's Grozavoy is going to swing wide of the island north of A, not willing to risk going in just yet against a midway. MF Jones moving down towards the north of B, backed up in close quarters by Timmy G's Des Moines. And Pullacat's Grozavoy far to the north of C, leading Caliber's Hindenburg and William the Dank's Montana.
How about that torpedo bomber squadron that Rhino just took out by himself with defensive fire? He just saw that, he got spotted, he said, "Away with you," and that was it.
I did not catch that. I was busy looking at my team here.
And that's,
wow.
We've been talking about this for the past couple weeks now, right? SF always doing maximum anti-air builds, and we
Absolutely.
can see that paying off right here.
Absolutely. Well, they understand the value of spotting, and what do planes do in this format? They're spotters, right? They're forward spotters. They were trying to get eyes on Rhino, but his defensive fire must have still been active as he wipes out that fighter squadron to go along with the torpedo squadron, racking up the plane kills early.
Yeah, and that's huge vision advantage. And Merrill's got to say, I love seeing him. He's in A right now with the school bus camo, taking these guys back to school.
Nice. Well, we know that Rhino's into C. There he is, taking about 25% damage on the bottom end of the cap, backing off. Not sure how he spot. Oh, Des Moines radar. Yep, Timmy G's got him radared there from his position north of B. So they force Rhino out of the cap.
That's interesting to see. Rhino take so much damage so quickly there.
Indeed.
This is definitely not the Benson he's used to playing in competitive.
Very much not. Merrill's takes a bit of a reset there, taking some shell fire in A, resetting his cap points. as MF Jones reverses into the very, very northern edge of B cap, knowing now where the SF destroyers are. He decides that he's time to contest that one.
Well, and Pink Assassin is basically on the opposite corner of the island from Timmy, and they're both just kind of glaring at each other with their radars.
Yeah, but Pink is under a lot of pressure right now. He's already at about half health. He's got a Hindenburg and a Montana throwing shells at his bow.
And yeah, Hindenburg, I think it's Caliber all the way on the other side, just raining shells over the island, forcing Pink to go forward.
Yep, they've got 2 or 3 really good angles on Pink right now. Caliber, you can see him there on the left side of your screen, raining shells into Pink's broadside as the Hindenburg up north here. That's BFK.
I think he's going down.
He's certainly under a tremendous amount of pressure. I'm not sure they're going to get him quite this soon. He needs to go dark, but you can see there from Anumati's torpedo bombers going in, they realize the value of keeping spots on him. Anumati throws a torpedo. The one surviving torpedo.
One lone torpedo.
And you know what? Oh, this might hit. Is Pink Assassin? Nope. Pink's going to dodge it. Ooh, well done. But he's still very low.
Music.
Yep. While that's all been going on, of course, Merrill's picks up A as MF Jones picks up B.
I'd like to see Merrill's trying to smoke him. I mean, he needs to disappear.
Yeah, yeah, I mean, you can see there V12 working excellent work there with his fighters to finally get that Moskva unspotted, but he's lit again. Yep, on 3,000 health now. They've got him spotted again from that fighter squadron over B. More shells continue to pour in on Pink Assassin here. With only 5 minutes to play, he may be out. There he goes.
Yeah, it is.
First kill of the game going to 07 here on Sea of Fortune.
That's tough. And Moskva is such a hard ship to play in this kind of environment. You have to find the right island, the exact right position. Otherwise, you're gone.
Absolutely. Well, Pulicat. Go ahead.
I was going to say, the Des Moines over there, Timmy, now in the cover of smoke. So their 07 is not going to allow the same thing to happen to the Des Moines that happened just now to the Moskva.
Very much so. Pulicat had ducked into C, had quite a chunk of cap points, but something convinced him to leave. He's about to reverse back in and restart that process.
Yep. And he's just disappeared. However, Rhino's sending some torpedoes his way as Rhino takes some torpedoes into the smoke.
Yep, smoke. Torpedoes going into Rhino's smoke there. Is he going to dodge all? Okay. Pulicat continuing to camp that corner of C, but he's got a torpedo strike coming in he hasn't seen yet. As Merrill's moves into B very aggressively here. Ooh, Pulicat spotted the torpedoes now. He's turned his engines on. I think he's going to eat one. Yep, take one in the bow. Ooh, that leaves Pulicat very low. Merrill's, though, has staked out a spot on B that makes him virtually impossible to hit. I love that yellow camo. That's hilarious.
You're seeing him schooling them now?
That's right. That was awesome. Pigeon of War approves this use of school bus camo.
Yep. I noticed, too, all the SF3 guys are... Nope, never mind. A bunch of them, at least, are wearing their Supremacy League Season 4 Champions flag to remind the enemy of their position.
Timmy just took a big hit through the bow from Achilles down over on the 8 line. Timmy needs some smoke again, but I don't think the Grozovoy smoke is up. I think Timmy's on his own.
Yeah.
Merrill's picking up B.
Though.
Oh, good. He's gone dark again. All right.
Torp bombers.
Pulicat has basically retreated north of C, realizing he can't risk his ship for the cap anymore.
Yeah, Timmy just got spotted.
Dropping on Merrill's now. Merrill's going to take, almost taking one in the bow, but it just sneaks in front of him. Here comes the other strike as his DF continues to churn. Anumati swinging those bombers wide, trying to land at least one or two of these torpedo hits. If nothing else, it's going to force him out of cover.
One. Nope.
Yep, he takes one just barely on about 6,000 HP now as Timmy has turned his guns. Timmy on 2,000 HP himself and spotted in smoke, probably very, very vulnerable, probably on his way out. There he goes.
Yeah.
But he does take Merrill's with him. That's a big kill for 07.
And the school bus is down.
Yes, indeed. That's going to free up MF to recap B if he wants.
TCN goes down.
Wow, that's a bit of a shock. Where was he?
He was all the way wide flank with
Oh, he was the one over there on the 10 line?
No, on the 3 line by
Oh,
A.
excuse me.
Yeah, we're also busy looking. This is a crazy battle,
Yeah,
guys. I
lots
mean,
of
so much going on.
damage here. I'm a little surprised to see these teams taking so much damage early. We were expecting a lot more conservative play, but man, a lot of ships dead here before even the halfway
Yeah.
mark of the match. Well, oh 07 working on about a 30-point lead, but their points are not ticking up. They do not own any caps. SF owns both caps. Currently, they're taking on the board, and they're going to catch oh 07 here in just seconds.
Yep, and Seafoam has positioned himself quite nicely here, just south of C, so that if there's any kind of push at C, he can just blap him.
It looks as if they're going to send Pulicat back to B to cap. They've rotated MF now to the north of C to make sure that if they dip a destroyer into C and he's spotted, he's not a one-shot kill.
Seafoam is now taking some shots over the island from the enemy Hindenburg.
Yep, it looks as if BFK's for life's... Or no, I'm sorry. It's Caliber?
Caliber?
Caliber.
I'm guessing Caliber.
Yep, BFK's too far away on the other side of the map.
Oh, no, that was somebody else that was shooting him.
Yep. Pulicat realizing that B is open, but he's being very cautious about how he approaches it. I think he's afraid. He knows if he gets spotted, he's likely to just be right out. Anybody who shoots at him will just wipe him out. MF Jones poking his nose into the northern end of the cap, spotted by planes now as his AA starts to go. But the Hindenburg and Montana over there have no shots at him. It's going to be up to Rhino to get shots on him if Rhino's over there. Where is Rhino?
Rhino is south of B. I was just going to comment, I love this. He's already predicting that Pulicat is going to go B, and he's already torped the channel from the north end of B, expecting him to be there.
Well, here come the torps. They've just been spotted. But Pulicat is not going to take those. He is well back, just barely about to edge his way into the cap circle. It looks as if MF will pick up C on behalf of 07. I don't think they're able to do anything about it.
We might see Pulicat go down here.
Pulicat under fire now from Rhino. That will take him off the board, but here comes the retaliatory torpedo strike from Anumati. And Rhino, of course, spotted in the middle of B now. Anumati splitting the torpedo bombers, hoping to get the cross drop here as a brilliant strafe comes in from V12 and wipes them all off the board.
Very nice job.
Well done.
That is teamwork right there, guys.
Excellent reaction from the SF carrier there.
Meanwhile, Charlie gets taken.
MF Jones picking up C on behalf of 07 as SFKJ opens their lead to a little over 200 points on the back of an additional kill and their cap control.
Now, where's your Montana that was last spot on the 8-9 line?
He is still on the 8-9 line, literally right on the split. Yep. That's William the Dank, headed south. I'm assuming that they're going to push these guys in C. I don't know this. It just looks like they might be setting up for something like that.
That's why I was asking. I had a feeling that was about to come because Achilles is kind of stuck right now at the south part of the island. Seafoam at least has gotten out. He's able to maneuver.
Grows away Montana and Hindenburg at A. Presh putting a tremendous amount of pressure on Not Yet Dead, the SF Montana on the south side of the cap as J-Mac, there we go. Retreats from A, not really having any shots to back up his teammate right now. Looks like the Potato 69 realizing that Montana can't stop him. He looks like he might rotate in and try to cap A on behalf of 07. Taking a bit of a torpedo strike here. A lot of AA going off. Potato and Ruslan Bears Montana right there. This torpedo's going nowhere.
Ruslan just took a decent hit from the Montana.
He did. He had to open up just a bit to avoid the torpedo bombers coming in. 07 realizing they need another cap. They also need to pressure somebody off the board and get a kill if they want to make up some of these points. Collectively, they've still... Go ahead.
I have a feeling Not Yet Dead is about to be dead.
I believe so.
So that's going to leave J-Mac to fend for himself over there and try to burn down the Montana, which he can definitely do.
Rhino's almost kind of needed in both places at once to help his team, but he can only be in one spot.
Yeah. Losing Merrill's definitely hurt them.
Yeah, they're two. You know, when you only bring two destroyers and you lose them both, you lose one early. That definitely hurts. Big AP shells coming in now on Potato as he's spotted on the top end of A. Big hit there from Not Yet Dead, who's only on 500 HP himself. And there he goes, out for good now.
Well, he did take the candy cane camo.
Potato starts to refresh his cap points once again as Anumati's fighters driving off V12's bombers here at A. A quick strafe, but here come the bombers back in to try and get the spot on Potato. So J-Mac can try and reset his points again. Shells inbound. Looks like they get the reset.
Oh, I was just gonna say, take a look at B, and we just saw that William the Danks Montana just came in from the back and told Rhino to go back to port.
Oh, wow, I missed that. Great shot by William.
Yep.
Oh,
He
they're
got
realizing
forced out, he got forced to smoke, and that was all she wrote.
07 now apparently realizing that it's not worth risking Potato now that there are no surviving SF destroyers. They are pulling him out. He's going to smoke right there on the edge and probably reverse back into the cap on about 1,300 HP, but he's hanging on by his fingernails.
6 minutes of play remaining. Anybody's game still, but definitely the advantage going to 07.
Well, on the back of their surviving destroyers, they're about to have almost total control of the cap circles, which is going to really force SF to have to make a play they may not want to make. J-Max Hindenburg over here on the 2 line under a tremendous amount of pressure from both a Montana and a Hindenburg. He has to pull back.
Yeah, he's not going to be able to, though.
He may not survive the experience. MF Jones picking up B. Potato 69 working on A here as we approach 5 minutes to play here in Game 1.
Ruslan went behind the island, which actually frees up J-Mac a little bit for maneuvering and definitely decreases the amount of fire coming his way for a little bit.
Yep, Ruslan getting his guns flipped around. He looks like he's going to turn back to the east so he can continue to pour shells on J-Mac.
He's going to have to do something just to at least stall their advance.
You know, if you're 07 right now, you've got to feel really good. You've got to look at the map, realize you're about to have all the caps, and you just have to not play dumb and not die, essentially. MF Jones spotted now in this narrow channel between B and C, popping his DF to drive off V12's torpedo bombers.
And look at those things melt.
Oh, torpedoes going in. Those torpedoes going in now on Achilles' Montana. They're spotted, of course, but will he be able to dodge them all? They're not spotted.
No, they were not spotted.
Well,
so that DF was huge because it forced those planes away, and we see Achilles taking 2 on the bow.
Takes 2 on the bow. The lone surviving SF battleship very low on health here with only 4 minutes to play. 07 having total control of the cap points.
J-Mac's going down 1K, that's it.
Yeah, J-Mac will be out shortly here as the shells are on their way. There he goes. Ruslan bagging himself a Hindenburg. Achilles turning to try and get into B, but spotted and plenty of shells on their way to him. You have to figure it's only a matter of time before they get him.
Oh yeah. Now in ranked, this would be the save a star maneuver.
Indeed. You know, I got to say, this is not over yet, but it looks really, really strong for 07. I think they're going to get Achilles here, and that should probably seal the deal. I mean, there's no way that Seafoam is going to be able to bring this back from the brink. SF's surviving battleship now gone as they close almost within 100 points of victory with 3 minutes to play here on Sea of Fortune. Well, I got to say, you know, I really feel like the key differentiator in this game, Zath, was the fact that 07 brought an extra destroyer and the fact that they kept them alive longer. Both that triple Grozavoy comp working out well for them as Seafoam goes down as well.
Yeah, that was dirty.
Yep, it was as if the game was in any doubt anyway. That will definitely seal the deal. A convincing win here for 07 in Game 1.
Absolutely. And I would agree with you. The key here was the destroyer disadvantage and the lack of smoke. And it almost feels like, you know, with the smoke change, there's thoughts of, you know, maybe the smoke isn't as important as it has been in previous seasons. But still, that smoke was desperately needed on the Moskva at the beginning, and it didn't come.
Well, and some of that's because you've only got 2 destroyers, and they're busy capping. You know,
Yep.
So yeah, the 07 definitely punishing that ship choice, I suppose, for lack of a better word. Maybe more or less choice and more position of that Moskva early.
Mm-hmm.
and making that work for them. So hats off to them. Good game to both teams as we go up 1-0 for 07. I'll get my graphics
That's
updated
correct.
here.